Sacagawea, a well-known Native American woman, lived between the years of May 1788 to December 20th, 1812. Sacagawea was popularly known for her help with the Lewis and Clark expedition to help explore the Louisiana Purchase, where she traveled thousands of miles from present-day North Dakota to the Pacific Ocean. Along the journey, Sacagawea made connections with Native American populations. Sacagawea was born to an Acadia tribe that was also known as the Eaters of Salmon. This tribe was located in what is known as present-day Idaho. When she was around the age of 12 years old, she was kidnapped from her tribe along with others her age and taken captive to a village in North Dakota. At the village, she learned different means of survival by learning a new language and working in the fields. At the age of 13, Sacagawea was married to Toussaint Charbonneau, who was a French-Canadian fur trapper. It is rumored that Toussaint won a gambling bet to make Sacagawea his wife. Sacagawea was pregnant with her first child when the Corps of Discovery arrived at the village she lived in North Dakota. Captains Meriwether Lewis and William Clark built and set up camp at Fort Madden. While here, Lewis and Clark interviewed trappers to guide their expedition through the Louisiana Purchase. The Louisiana Purchase was a land deal between the United States and France, in which the U.S. acquired approximately 827,000 square miles of land west of the Mississippi River for $15 million. President Thomas Jefferson commissioned the Lewis and Clark expedition in 1803 to explore the Northwest Territory in order to observe a transcontinental route and natural resources. Lewis and Clark hired Sacagawea's husband as an interpreter because his wife spoke Shansoon, and they knew she would be a great asset while on their expedition. A couple of months into the expedition, Sacagawea gave birth to her first child, John Baptiste Charbonneau. During the delivery of her son, Lewis sped up the delivery by giving Sacagawea rattlesnake venom. No one even contemplated leaving Sacagawea and her infant son behind when the party set out up the Missouri in April of 1805. Sacagawea carried her son on her back through the epic journey to the Pacific Ocean and back. John Baptiste was nicknamed Pompey by Clark, who developed a strong attachment to the small boy. Once approaching the Rocky Mountains in August of 1805, Sacagawea spoke with the Shansoon tribe to trade for horses to get around the mountains and found out that the tribe's chief was her brother. The Shansoon agreed to trade the corpse for 29 horses and a guide to travel through the Rocky Mountains. By November, the corps arrived at the Pacific Ocean and voted to set up camp and spend the winter months south of the Columbia River before setting back for their homeward journey. Sacagawea was a great contribution to the expedition, but her greatest contribution was her presence to show the expedition was friendly and kind-natured. After the trip, Charbonneau and Sacagawea spent a couple of years among the Hadassah tribe before moving to St. Louis, Missouri. They trusted their son, John Baptiste's education in the hands of Clark. Sacagawea gave birth to her second child, a daughter, who was named Lizette, around 1810. In 1812, Sacagawea died of an unknown sickness. A few months later, it is believed that Toussaint Charbonneau was killed. On August 11, 1813, William Clark became the legal guardian of Sacagawea's children, John Baptiste and Lizette. Sacagawea is viewed as an important woman in history because of her contribution to the expansion of the United States. She is well known today in not only history books, but her name is also used to name different monuments, lakes, rivers, mountains, and the dollar coin. Sacagawea will always be viewed as a strong, important woman in history.